Welcome back. The Daily Show. Oh, man. It is 10:32, and really excited for this conversation with St. Louis Area Food Bank. Erica joins us now, and we were talking about this during one of our newscasts earlier in the week before I lost my voice and took yesterday off, and now I'm back in here all tangled around. But 3,000 families are going to be able to receive food courtesy of the St. Louis Area Food Bank. Erica, this is an incredible opportunity at Edwardsville, and I really appreciate your time and coming on this show today, because this really could help truly so many people.
Yeah, thank you for having me. The food bank, we've seen a lot of increased need in the community in the past several months, especially most recently with the government shutdown and the delay in families receiving their SNAP benefits. So we know that there is an incredible need for food assistance right now, and this is one of the ways that we're trying to meet that need.
Well, and this is has to be one of your biggest food distribution events to date, correct?
Yeah, this is by far the largest distribution event we've ever held. 3,000 households is enormous. I think the largest we've ever done is about 500 in a single event. So this far eclipses that, but that's because we know that's how many families are out there right now that are really struggling. We've got the holidays coming up. That is such a stressful time for people already. A lot of people right now are making decisions about, are they going to be able to buy groceries? Are they going to be able to have a holiday meal with family? Or are they going to pay their rent, their utility bills, buy medication, that sort of thing?
Another thing, Erica, I think that's so important about this food distribution event is the fact that you aren't doing income verifications or IDs, because there's so many times, and you just hit it on the head. I mean, before the government shut down, people were still struggling with, high energy bills, and I was seeing some here and getting them sent, Erica. I mean, every bit of $900 for a very small home up to $1,200 for a very small home. And why that is the way it is, it happens, but you're behind because, a lot of people don't have that extra $1,100 to pay their electric bill. And now you start fall off on a bad note, and then you got Christmas, or maybe you lose a job or something happens. This is a great relief for them.
Yeah, I think most families are, we're all much closer to being at that point where we need a little help than we would probably like to think. But really all it takes is, you have one unexpected utility bill, one unexpected medical bill, you get in a car accident, now you don't have your vehicle, and suddenly you're in that position where you need a little help. And that's okay. It's okay to ask for that help. We don't want there to be a stigma around, needing food or needing to utilize the services that are available to you.
Absolutely. How long does it take to prepare a distribution event this large?
Yeah, so our staff has been working on this at least for well over a week now, and we'll continue to make our preparations. We've been ordering the food and getting that in. We're making sure that we have enough refrigerated trucks to get it out there, working in partnership with SIUE to make sure that we have that space at Ralph Court Stadium to hold the event. So it's a lot of coordination, but we're really excited to be able to give this opportunity to the community of Edwardsville.
Really cool. And I think it's just impressive to hear that turnaround time. I mean, that's an impressive team.
Yeah, we have a great team. They're professionals. They've been doing this long enough. They know how to turn on a dime. We try to be really flexible and nimble here. And we also want people to know that, if you choose to donate to the St. Louis Area Food Bank or you volunteer with us, we really are an organization that is focused on using those funds to give back to the community. 96 cents out of every dollar that's donated to us goes directly to our programming and purchasing food. So we try to be really nimble as well as keep really low overhead costs so that, those donations and everything that we receive is really going to the community and the people that need it.
And another great note to this as well, as we're marking our calendars for Thursday, November the 20th, the food distribution event starts at 9 a.m. and runs until 2 p.m., or I'm assuming once that 3,000 cap is hit?
Yes. So we'll start at 9 a.m. We're asking people not to arrive before 8 a.m. just for safety, to make sure that we have time to get out on the site, get set up. But we will start distributing around 9 a.m. and then, until 2 p.m. or until supplies are gone.
And now I also see that we could pick up for up to 3 households.
Yes, you can pick up for up to 3 households per vehicle. And this is open to the public. So like you mentioned, there's no income verification. You don't have to be associated with the university or anything like that. If you need food, even if you don't live in Edwardsville, but you're in the area, that's fine. If you need food, you can come to this event and we'll get you what you need.
It's very important to note that, Erica, and I think so many times we, as people, disqualify ourselves from maybe going somewhere because it's in a different community or it's, the income thing. So I really appreciate you clarifying that. I wanted to ask about some of the items. How do you guys, is it just donations? Is it partnerships with other companies to get this these supplies ready for distribution?
So we do get a very large amount of donated food for the St. Louis Area Food Bank, but we also purchase a lot, especially when we're having special distribution events like this. So we have our team and product sourcing has really been busy purchasing to make sure that we have like fresh produce, we're gonna have dairy, protein, and a lot of really good essential pantry staples at this event. Mm-hmm. And just to kind of put that into perspective, in the approximately last month, the St. Louis Area Food Bank has spent about $600,000 purchasing food for our distribution events and to get to our network of community pantry partners, because that need in our community is just that high right now. We are really kind of in overdrive.
Absolutely. And how can we donate funds to you too? Do you guys have a monthly donation option?
Yeah, so we have a monthly donation option, which is a really great way if you want to give assistance. You can also make a one-time donation, or you can donate food to us as well. And then something else that we always need is volunteers. We do a lot of shifts in our volunteer repackaging center in our warehouse in Bridgeton. But we also do a lot of community-based events. So our mobile distribution, such as the one that we're talking about today, we rely on volunteers to make those events possible. So even though we are based in Bridgeton, there may be a volunteer opportunity for you in your own community, wherever you are. All that information is on our website.
Are you still looking for the Edwardsville event?
I don't know if we're still recruiting for that or not. I think we're pretty close to capacity on that. Okay. But, as we go throughout the year, we really rely on our truly incredible network of volunteers to be able to pack food in our warehouse and then deliver that out into the community. We absolutely could not do it without those volunteers.
And Erica, as we get to November the 20th, are there going to be some pretty good signs to read at Ralph Cordy Stadium for just to make sure we can get in and out without affecting the efficiency of the distribution event?
Yeah, so we'll have some directional signage. We're also going to have people, with flags, waving people in, getting them into the flow of traffic, the direction they need to be going. But this is going to be a drive-through event, so they move pretty quickly once we get started. You won't even need to get out of your car. We'll direct you into the flow of traffic. You'll drive through. Our volunteers will load the food into your vehicle. So just make sure that you have some space cleared in your car, whether it's your trunk, your back seat, wherever that may be. And then once they've got you all loaded up with good stuff, you can head on home. So we try to keep it as simple and efficient as possible for everyone involved.
That's great to note. And one final question is just when it comes to the items and the quantity. Do you guys know how many pounds per family? I know that's kind of just one of those out there questions, but just kind of curious, how much is going to be provided per family out of that distribution event?
Yeah, I'm not sure what we've landed on for the exact amount for this distribution event, but typically when we have an event like this, they're getting 30 to 40 pounds, which, wow. We want to make sure you have enough food, not just for a meal or for one day, but, at least a week, maybe even, several weeks, depends on what we're able to do with that distribution event. But we really want to make it worth your while to come out. We want to make sure that you get enough food so that you're taken care of for, at least a week or two.
It's fantastic. And that's really good to note for the public. Are there any questions that you guys get a lot of that you'd like to address right now that are coming through maybe your social media or that you get asked quite a bit when it comes to these events that we haven't tackled yet?
Yeah, mostly we just get questions about these events like, who qualifies for it and when time they can arrive. But yeah, anyone who needs food can qualify for this. You don't have to have any type of income or ID. We don't collect information about you. We just want you to have the resources that you need. So We ask that you don't arrive any earlier than 8 a.m. And then this is open to everyone. If you need help, or if you know someone that needs help, share this information with them. Or, if you have neighbors that need assistance and they're not able to get out, that's why we allow people to pick up from multiple households. We know that everyone has that access to transportation.
Absolutely. Erica, is there anything else to talk about for this event right now?
I think, we're just really excited to be able to partner with SAUE and host this event. Excited to be able to bring this to the Edwardsville area. And we hope that everyone just helps us spread the word, because we want people to be able to take advantage of this opportunity for them. We're doing this for you, so we want you to be able to benefit, and we want you to be able to share this with your friends and family and your network so that they know this is available to them as well.
Absolutely. Erica, it's always a pleasure talking with you and learning more about St. Louis Area Food Bank. Really appreciate your time and can't wait to have you back on the show soon.
Yeah, thank you. It's been great.
We'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com. But first, a quick break, and we come back and we wrap up the week that was. Right after this on RiverBender.com and Roku TV.